Will 2014 be one of sunshine or of darkness? If you look at the case for gold, it performed extremely poorly during 2013. And you look at this right here, gold closes out worst year since 1981. And this is a very, very obvious thing here. They're looking at the price and it declined considerably. I'll show you the chart. You can see that it's practically a straight line downward, going up from the 1700 range all the way down to approximately 1200. Gold performed extremely poorly during this year. The bears for gold were certainly out pushing it, trying to push it off the map here. But let's take a look at this. What about Wall Street? Wall Street closes 2013 at record highs, the best year in 16 for the S&P, 18 for the Dow. So the stock market is doing extremely well. And in fact, they're doing so well that they're even saying we have entered a 15 to 20 year bull market. That's how bullish they are right now, because nothing can touch these stocks. They will continue to rise because the Federal Reserve, even though they pull back $10 billion a month on their money printing, credit increasing, look at the economy. It's doing well. So obviously you can handle it, right? So I have to ask the question, why not entirely stop the money printing? Why not just stop? Look how great the market is doing. I mean, it's doing fantastic. And gold is not going up anymore. It's going down. And that's supposed to show me that everything is okay now. I want to talk about gold for 1 second. If you own gold, you should not own it as a gambling method. You own gold to hold and preserve value. You do not care what the price is. Why? Because that price that you're seeing, that's the futures price. That's the spot price. That's paper gold. That doesn't matter. Nobody who knows anything about gold, the real reason you buy gold, not these traders who are in and out of gold, they buy it and 30 seconds later they trade it. That's not what this is. We're talking about gold bullion, gold coins. And for some individuals, particularly from some cultures, they tend to buy jewelry at high carat. That's something else altogether. But I'm talking about real gold as an asset. I'm not talking about it as a trade. Oh, maybe I'll short gold, or maybe I'll buy an ETF of gold. I'm talking about gold bullion. Who cares what the price is at? Who cares what silver price is at? You know that one day real assets are going to be the only thing that's worth anything for this period of time that nobody can know. I don't care what economist tells you. They're not going to know what the price is going to be at, and they're not going to know when it's going to happen or for how long. But the fact remains is that assets, real estate, land, gold, silver, having tools and knowledge, these are assets. You don't care what this fictional price is at. I don't care what the Dow Jones is at when the reality is this: retirement unlikely for some blue-collar Americans. This gentleman here is just one example of so many that are not going to be able to retire. And his fear, if you read this article here, his fear is that he's going to do exactly like his father did and basically retire until he physically is unable to work until he can't even retire, basically. So the point is that he can't retire. Why? Because the Social Security, he believes, is not going to pay for his bills. This is something I wrote about in my book. I talk specifically about it. If they want to avoid hyperinflation, at least for a period of time, they have to get rid of their unfunded liabilities, which are off the books. They're allowed to keep these things off the books because of the way the system works. They allow them to basically cheat, and I talked about that. Either they get rid of the unfunded liabilities or reduce them, or they're going to have a serious mess. They're going to have it anyway, but at least this right here would buy them some time and would also cause chaos in the world, in America, certainly. This is what shadowstats.com has to say. They talked about the GAAP, that's Generally Accepted Accounting Principles, and they put this at 6.6 trillion for 2012. So these are old numbers, and obviously it's increased, but you're looking at multiple trillions of dollars every year going into deficit. How in the world are they ever supposed to pay this back? You're talking about a stock market that's increasing and everything is just fine. People are looking at it and they're thinking, great, I can buy so many Christmas gifts this year and I'm going to be doing great and everything is just fine. But here's the reality. You can't go into deficit forever. The people around the world, the Chinese and all sorts of other countries, are not going to continue buying the debt at the rate they were, knowing that the deficit is going to continue and continue and continue, and eventually you hyperinflate the currency, as John Williams is stating consistently. This is unequivocal and absolute, and I will continue to harp on this every single time because I really fear what's going to happen here. The more bullish that people get, when the market, the real economy, is actually being destroyed, the more dangerous this becomes because people are fools and people are getting fooled. And this is dangerous. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to these. I'd also like you to take a look down below and go to the book on Amazon and flip through. See if you like it. Let me know what you think.